Hello everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing Poor Things, the new movie by director Yorgos Lanthimos and starring Emma Stone, Willem Dafoe, and Mark Ruffalo. This is a movie basically about like a mad scientist who like brings a woman back to life, and like she kind of like has the brain of like a young person, has to learn about the world through like this grand R-rated adventure. So this will be a non-spoiler review, so if you have not seen the movie yet, feel free to watch this, hear my thoughts, and then come back or decide if you want to check out the movie afterwards. But without further ado, let's get into things. I don't really have any major criticisms of this movie. I'd say it could probably be a little bit shorter, and it's definitely very graphic visually with medical stuff, blood stuff, sex stuff. It's definitely a lot, and for the most part, while that didn't bug me, there were still a lot of moments where I was like, okay, that's happening. So not necessarily a negative, just something where it's like, that's a interesting part of the movie that takes up a large chunk of the runtime. Generally, it works for the story. Just every now and then, I was like, okay, this is a lot. But onto the positives. First off, it's a really, really good story about like a woman who has to deal with a world that's like confusing, conflicting, unfair. A world where like the men treat the women like their property, like objects, and like she has to like deal with all the unfairness of this world from like the eyes of someone who's really kind of like naive and doesn't understand it. And like her character journey throughout everything is really, really well done. Emma Stone is phenomenal in this movie. She does a great job playing like the funny earlier side of Bella Baxter, where she's like just confused and kind of stupid and just like acting like a toddler. But she also does really good with the later Bella Baxter, who's more interested in the world, more engaged, more wise. And her like transition through that as she goes from bright-eyed to naive to kind of more world-weary to more understanding is so well done. And she's such a different character from beginning to end, but the transition is so smooth and flawless that like it never felt like there was ever a jarring point where she was like, oh, she's so different. And a lot of that goes to the writing as well, which is well done. I know this is based on a book, but the directing by Yorgos Lanthimos is really well done as well. Great cinematography, visuals, music. So many shots in the movie just looks like a painting. It's really, really well done. And I like the switch from black and white to color later in the movie as the adventure begins. I like the whole supporting cast too. Willem Dafoe, Mark Ruffalo are clearly having a lot of fun in their roles, kind of hamming it up a little bit, but like still being able to deliver some good dramatic weight in certain moments. All the settings and like production design sets are really, really cool, well done. The costumes are great. The makeup and hairstyling is great. This movie on a technical level is just one of the best of the year. It's phenomenal. It's got a great story, good messages, and a phenomenal cast. Emma Stone gives one of her best performances. And even though it's very graphic and showy in a lot of ways, it's still a great movie that I'd recommend as long as you're able to stomach that stuff, which some people I know were not able to. But I thought it was generally fine. It was just a lot, though. So I would give Poor Things a 9 out of 10. I hope you guys liked the video. Coming up soon, The Boy and the Heron tomorrow. See you all soon. Bye for now.